Hey everybody, what's up? Frank Fradella here again. Day 17 on the 30-day video challenge. Hashtag 30-day video challenge. All right, so today, Dennis Walter asked me how I felt about moving to a universal time zone. Everybody around the world would operate from a single clock. So, I'm all for it. But, I'm of the opinion that, time as we deal with it now is stupid. I think that companies are stupid. I think that whoever decided that everybody in the world had to be at work at 9 a.m. and that we all had to jam the same highways, stupid. Really, the word of the day is stupid. Let's go with that. Okay, so what they should do is stagger everybody's work hours. Some people come in at 9, others come in at 10, 11, noon. Not everybody likes getting up early in the morning. I know some people are really productive then, and, everyone's going to argue, but you got to have meetings. Well, not so much. And you don't need to have meetings every day. So I definitely think that something could be worked out there. I think that, for example, my kids would have absolutely no trouble whatsoever if I was to switch them now and say that there's a universal clock. So 9 o'clock here, 9 a.m. here. It's also the same exact time in London. That doesn't mean that they have to go to work at whatever would be 9 a.m. London time, which, would be 8 hours ahead or something, 6 hours ahead. 5 hours, something like that. But the thing is that you wouldn't go to work any differently. You wouldn't come home from work any differently. It was simply the time that you set on your alarm clock would be different. So let's say we set it at, Greenwich Mean Time. Is that what they usually do? Which is like 5 hours ahead. So that would be like what? 2 p.m. roughly, if I got that right. I can't math right now. So let's say that that's right. So everyone would work off a military clock, 24-hour clock. So that would be, 2,100 hours? So you'd set your alarm for 2,100 hours. You'd go to work. You'd be home at, 2 a.m. or, 2 o'clock. And you wouldn't call it a.m. or p.m. anymore. It'd just be 2 o'clock or 13 o'clock. But the real thing here is that I think that we need to break away from this whole idea that time should control our lives, where everybody has to be at work at 9 o'clock. Because we only started doing that because, we worked in the morning for the simple reason that we didn't have electricity. We had to wait for the sun to come up before we could do any work. And then when the sun went down, we had to go away. We had to stop, and then we had to eat by candlelight in our log cabins. And that's just not the way the world is anymore. This past week, with deadlines being what they were, and with my proclivity for being a night owl, like I was staying up until 6 a.m. and then, watching an hour of TV before I crashed, and then getting up at like 4 in the afternoon. So for me, time means nothing anyway, except if I have to be there. Be someplace at a certain time, and that's okay because then you've got a mutually agreed upon time, but that's an event. And I think that events are fine for scheduling, but for regular day-to-day activities, I think that this whole concept that we all have to be there at the same time and that everybody has to be locked in the same building, I think is absurd. And I think that people should be allowed to work remotely, and that people should, people's circadian rhythms are different. Some people are night owls. Have those people come in at 11 o'clock in the morning and watch how much more productive they are than if you force them to be there at 8 a.m. That's absurd. Anyway, so there's my thoughts on it. I think that the way we work with time and that we allow time to manage us rather than managing our time is absurd. Going to a universal time clock wouldn't bother me in the slightest. I'd simply make the adjustment, just change my watch. Done. So that's it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter, folks. Leave a comment below. Leave a question for me if you got another one. That was an interesting one. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 18. Hope you're having a great day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much. See you.